Hello, this is Jared Brandon, and this is my presentation for the Practicum in Higher Education here at Sam Houston State. So most, if not all, college students share the same goal upon completing their degrees, if not going to attain a higher level of education, aka a master's or doctorate. They want to pursue a career. So most colleges and universities have career service offices, which uh, they can kind of vary on what each school would call their career services. They could either call it a career center, career placement office, or just a career office. Regardless of the name, this office provides a variety of services to help students and oftentimes alumni to meet that goal. Some of the main things that this office provides are career advising, career planning, job fairs, gaining experience, which can be co-oping, internships, resume writing, cover letter writing, and interview preparation. So my practicum this year was done through the Career Service Office at the University of South Alabama, and this was some of the things that I was able to participate in, but this is kind of the six main things that they want every student to be able to have and to gain this service through our office. So some of the goals and objectives that I wanted to have through this program, through the practicum, and also kind of I'm going to give you kind of an explanation of how I was able to attain these goals and objectives. So I was able to apply and connect my passion for student development in a different way than what I'm normally used to in financial aid. And I was able to learn how to better develop myself through the eyes of career services. It's always been a top priority for me to be able to work in a way that will allow me personally to connect my skills through financial planning, financial development, to help students achieve their goals pre and post graduation. So I had the opportunity to meet with many students throughout the semester with resume writing, cover letter writing, even in job fairs, about career planning, career advisings, and I was able to help them with their development as a student and their future as a professional in whatever career they'll be in. Another objective that I was able to obtain was to develop a professional connection relationship with one of my coworkers in career services, and also I was able to work with this department, and it gave me many opportunities to connect with the staff, and more importantly, I was able to make connections with employers. That's one thing that I was really looking forward to, because unfortunately, one thing that's bad at our university is each office kind of stays to themselves. They don't get out, they don't network. We don't really know one another. So through this experience, I was able to connect with a lot of my coworkers in a different way than I would have ever been able to without this practicum experience. And I was also able to make a lot of connections, like I said, with employers. And I was able to do this through job fairs, through Handshake, through our business etiquette dinners, and many more events that I was a part of. And I was able to grow my network with the employers to not only benefit myself and my future, but it's also to benefit the students with the connections that I made, that I can help them make these connections that, again, they might not have had the opportunity to do. And also through this experience, I was able to adapt my professional competencies outside of the financial aid context. Everything that I've known in higher education for the last 5 years has been through the lens of financial aid. So by placing myself in a new area of higher education, I was able to apply and grow my professional competencies. And this will also benefit me as I move forward in my career as a higher education professional, because who knows what I might be doing next year. So I think this was a very beneficial experience for me personally. So the next couple of slides, I'm just going to give you just a couple of things that I was able to be a part of, some really big events that I was able to help plan. So one is Hire a Jag. This was a huge job fair when we had almost 100 employees or 100 employers that came to our university, and students had the opportunity to meet, to network, get information about the jobs. So I was able to connect with employers to get them there, and also was able to connect with students to get them to the correct place in the higher JAG. This next one was the Suit Up event, which I think every university should do. So we partnered with JCPenney's, and they gave all of our students and alumni 40% off all business professional attire. So we actually ended up having about 350 students there. So that was an amazing event. I even bought me some professional attire. So that was a great event. If you know anyone in student or in career services, give them this information about this event, because it was a phenomenal event for our students and our university. The next one was the Career Palooza. So again, this I was able to help market this out to employers from via Handshake, which is a big tool that we use to get events out to our employers. So this was a great event. And this one also, the dining etiquette. So we were able to partner with South Alabama's business school. So we had about 150 students that we were able to get into our ballroom and have a dining etiquette with a 4-course meal. I was able to sit at a table, and I was like the lead host for our table, and was able to talk and network with our students. And we also had an employer. So this was a great event to teach our business students the dining etiquette, because in their field, a lot of times they'll be going out and having dinner or lunch with employers. So that was a great event as well. Was able to do a lot in the planning and getting the seating charts and everything. So I was really able to really dive in, and again, wasn't just on kind of the back burner and not able to really do anything. So now we'll get to my primary site project. So there are around 30,000 homeschool students in the state of Alabama, and the population in this country for homeschool students is actually rising at an estimate of 2 to 8% every year. So I felt that I and our university needed to connect with the homeschool population in our area. So the purpose of this event was to help upcoming freshmen in college, so seniors currently, and then current freshmen here at the University of South Alabama, understand a plethora of different things, from career decision making to career exploration, resume writing, the financial aid basics, and for the few that we had seniors, the admissions process and the information for them. So my main goal and purpose of our career services is to help college students find a career path that will lead them to a successful and happy future after college. So we don't want the homeschool population to think that we are not concerned with them. And this is why I plan this event that directly focuses on homeschool students. Our colleges and universities do so much with our traditional high school students around our area, but many a times they just leave the homeschool population out. So I gave a short presentation on admissions process and the dreaded financial aid process. But of course, it's very beneficial, and the students had lots of questions in regards to this. And so then we went over, we kind of broke for a little bit, had a little snack time, and then we went into our career exploration, resume writing, and our Focus 2 assessment. We stayed on career exploration and Focus 2 assessment for a while. So with the career exploration, I gave students a chance to talk, to ask questions, to collaborate with one another while inquiring about career choices and decisions. I went through many different websites like 12online.org and the Bureau of Labor Statistics to give them pertinent and current information about different jobs and careers that they're looking and searching for. So we also gave them a free assessment tool through Holland's theory, which we call Focus 2. The result from this is to give, in addition to what the students already know about themselves, but it allows them to create and present a visual representation of 7 different things. And this is these 7 different things are knowledge or fields of interest, people you prefer to work with, what you can and love to do, and some transferable skills, your favorite working conditions, preferred salary and level of responsibility, preferred places to live, goals, or sense of mission or purpose. So career choice is what college is all about. So just like the Holland's theory, college is there to help choose a career. So we want students, and I want students to be passionate about what they will be doing in a few years because they graduate in 4 years. So this is why career development and understanding yourself is so important. So reflections. So the mission of the career services is to build meaningful connections through partnerships with employers, experiences and mentors, and developing career communities of learners and networkers that will engage students and alumni for a lifetime. But this shouldn't just be on career services back, but it should be on all of ours in higher education. During college, students have a plethora of different decisions that they can have impacts greater than they can ever imagine that include career goals, their relationships, and their behavior. Students are told they must pick a major to determine what their future will look like without even realizing their own personal desires, goals, or interests. This is where I and we as professionals have to step in and ask the hard questions. How do you want to leave your college career, or why did you decide to attend college? We need to challenge the students. We have to offer an environment for students to reflect upon their interests, their goals, and their expectations for college and life, and then lay the foundation for exploration. So overall, this practicum experience has been way beyond my expectations. I definitely have learned a lot. I was able to make so many connections with different employers and with students. So overall, I feel that my practicum site was a great opportunity for me, and it will definitely be able to lead into future development for me as I move along my future as a higher education professional.